れっすか？私も気に入ってるんですよ。いい出来でしょう。
Alright, what is going on, guys? WeBull is back again, coming at you with the Should You Summon on the new Spirits Are Forever With You banner with Kisuke and Shinji Beyond Bankai version. James, stay mad. He's mad they're called Beyond Bankai because technically they're not using their Bankai, but the stupid description of the motherfucking characters literally say Beyond Bankai, so it's Beyond Bankai. So let's just get right into it. Shout out to my boy Riddler for actually posting this on a docs page, and you'll actually see here that Sasuke Aizen, Kisuke, and Shinji are currently the hardest hitting units in the game. I'm pretty sure that the Sasuke Aizen is taking into account, how do I put it? I'm not sure if the Sasuke Aizen is taking into account the weakening procs that he definitely will probably be proccing just because of the Frenzy +2. However, you'll see here in terms of just raw damage being dealt, they're actually top 3 already without even coming out, right? So let's just get right into it. Going into the first character, let's go into Kisuke. Kisuke is going to be an excellent character. He's going to be another Soul Reaper power unit with another power unit being Soul Reaper Killer. And honestly, yo, love it or hate it, it is what it is. He has a Berserker 40%, Guard Break, Havoc 20%, Frenzy +1, not 2. Recovers 20% stamina, so he's going to be able to heal himself, which is good between rotations, so going full stamina damage boost might actually be in your best interest. Status ailment, spiritual pressure boost plus 80%. Now, I'm pretty sure that this boost lasts 10 seconds, because I think that it's just like a boost, like you have with your regular boost skill. Now, boost skills raise your defense, your attack, and your focus by 30% each, or 33%? I think it's 33%, but now I'm spacing. Either way, status ailment, spiritual pressure boost plus 80%. That is a massive increase. And the fact that he actually has Byakuya's second strong attack, which is the 960 AoE into the homing vortex, with Havoc 20% and the Berserker and the Frenzy, this character is going to be getting a lot of hits. So he's going to be getting that 80% spiritual pressure boost very often, in my opinion. Like obviously I haven't played with the character yet, but just seeing how Aizen performs, he gets his drain mechanic off every single time he pops off his strong attack. Keep in mind that Aizen does have Frenzy +2, whereas this Kisuke does have Frenzy +1. That being said, his first strong attack also has multi-hits like 5th anniversary Byakuya. Garbage first strong attack, but honestly when you pair it up with the best second strong attack in the game, it's not actually as bad as it could have been if he got like a 960 or any other type of strong attack. Going into his third strong attack, he does have a standard full screen third strong attack, and he also has paralysis and lacerate on all of his attacks, which is actually really nasty. Devastation plus 40% with the lacerate and paralysis means that your enemy is literally standing still and not able to do something. Even if you go up against an enemy that has paralysis immunity and stuff like Arena, they'll also be lacerated, causing them to not be able to use their strong attacks or their special move either, which is really nice. And yeah, just an overall great unit. He also has Guard Break, just as if it wasn't already good enough, and Debilitator plus 5 seconds. Going into his immunities, like his Soul Tree, he does have all status immunity and Reed Soul Reaper dodges and Sprinter +1. Now that, in my opinion, is actually pretty good. So he can't be hit with any status elements, and he also has Reed Soul Reaper dodges, which means that characters like Aizen are not going to be dodging him, and then Sprinter is just Sprinter, right? Going into his arena skills, he does gain long stride, so being able to flash around the stage is definitely going to be pretty nice. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much Kisuke in a nutshell. Overall, he's a very strong character. The fact that this character actually gets that spiritual pressure boost plus 80% to go along with the Berserker 40%, I think that this character is going to be dealing a lot of damage. And as shown here from Riddler's post, you'll see here that Kisuke is actually ranked at number 2. So that's actually really impressive, and the margin is not even that small. Like if you go over here to the Aizen, 7.89 divided by 7.87, the difference is literally less than 1% damage difference. But when you go into someone like between Kisuke and Shinji, as in their damage, right? Let's do 7.85 divided by 6.558 and you'll see here this Kisuke actually deals on average 20% more damage than Shinji. That's insane, because Shinji is actually probably one of the hardest hitting units in the game, as shown in this list. And just off rip, just the stuff that gives him damage, let's just read this off together, shall we? Mind Attribute Captain Strong Attack damage plus 20%, damage inflicted at full stamina 20%, Berserker 40%, and then he has weakening on all of his attacks. 3 of these bonus multipliers are actually being multiplied into each other. It's not like it's added. So that 100 damage gets multiplied by 2 for the Frenzy, 1.4 for the Berserker, 1.2 for the damage inflicted at full stamina, and then 1.2 for the Mind Attribute Captain Strong Attack damage, which gets calculated in last. If you see this 403, just keep that in your head for a little bit. If all this stuff was added in, like say there was like a Berserker 60% instead of damage inflicted, the Berserker Mind Attribute, actually let's just say it's 80% increase, right? Let's just do 100 times 2 for the Frenzy, multiply that by 1.8, and you'll see here that you only get 360 as opposed to 403.2. So just that alone means that you're dealing a lot more damage than normal. That's really, really, really good. Keep in mind that he does have a lunge for a strong attack, and his second strong attack is going to be the 750 by 750, same as Bankai Shuhei, and his third strong attack is going to be a standard full screen third strong attack. He is a Mind or Rancor killer, which if you have Candace, I feel like this character is going to easily replace her. You'll see here that this character does have ailment reversals, and a lot of people were asking, why does he have ailment reversal and resistances? Fire immunity and freeze immunity are very common puddles in content like Guild Quest or just standard IZ, IT, etc, etc. So just having some resistances to puddles can make it really good for stages like Senkaimon, and on top of that, having ailment reversal means that if one of the enemies were to weaken you, paralyze you, or whatever through taking hits, this character will actually heal himself by 20% and counter that status ailment, which is really good for content like Arena, especially Arena. So Berserker 40%, Bruiser 20%, Debilitator plus 5 seconds for the weakening, Devastation 40% as if like the multiplier with the weakening is not already high enough, Frenzy, and he obviously has Havoc 20%. This banner, in my opinion, is incredibly high powered. I personally like it a lot. His arena skill also gives him poise. So what's funny is this character, I wouldn't really do it on purpose, but the fact that this character gets poise and he has ailment reversal means that you can actually go and stand into the puddles that the Aizen actually has. 6th anniversary Aizen. You can literally stand in his puddles and he'll probably kill himself thanks to his drain mechanic actually forcing you to get the drain mechanic instead, which is kind of nice. Yeah, so that's pretty much that in a nutshell. Going into the actual banners that are going to be available when this banner is out, you're going to have the Yukio, Mashiro, and Rukia banner. This banner doesn't seem too bad, but it's not really all that important. In my opinion, you get droplets, you get potions. Not a bad banner overall. You'll see here the list for the main banner is actually pretty okay. Honestly, at first glance, you see here, you'd say, okay, cool, they're all limited. In terms of meta units that are actually going to be useful in Ultra IT, for example, like IT Ultra, the only characters that I can see really running in Ultra IT are probably going to be this Kisuke, the Shinji, and that's really about it. The Shunsui if you have a max transcended, the Sailaporo if you have a max transcended, and the Stark if you have a max transcended, or the Sanosuke, like these 4, they might actually be pretty good in content like IT Ultra, but like the problem with them is you're gonna have to spend a lot of resources on characters that have better replacements, in my opinion. Eren should do really good in Ultra IT, but I do believe that he's gonna need some dupes because his second strong attack, in my opinion, sorry Eren, I love you, but like in my opinion, it just kind of really hurts him. And the fact that he didn't get Havoc, which really sucked. Like I don't know why he didn't get Havoc, but Stark did. like Sailaporo and Stark both got Havoc 20%, but Eren didn't? Really? Caleb, come on. Anyways, the main meta units in this banner are definitely going to be Kisuke and Shinji. So at first glance, does look like a really, really good banner. At second glance, honestly, this banner is not really something you want to go too crazy on. However, I would say try to get one of the 2, and then just dip. If you really want some of these filler units, then by all means go for it, but if you really want only one of these characters and you're fine with going in for just one, the individual is probably going to be your best bet, but yeah, that's neither here nor there. Going into Noitora, he is still pretty good in Brave Battles. He is a boost unit with a transformation mechanic, which means that he actually gets some more damage in terms of his NAD when he transforms. He has Star Barrier plus 10, Flurry, Poise. Unfortunately, he does not have Brave Battle Invincibility, and that's why he falls off. And he doesn't have Enhancer either. So as a booster, he kind of falls short there. You're going to want like a Chad or a Tsukishima to supplement him. Next, Stark. I think Stark is an excellent character to this day. Strong attack recharge minus 12%. Debilitator plus 2 seconds. No Berserker, unfortunately. This was before his time. Havoc 20%, Frenzy. Usually a character would get Berserker or Havoc, not both back in the day. So honestly, him getting Frenzy and Havoc was pretty good enough. And if, like I said, honestly, nowadays you deal so much damn damage when it comes down to these characters that it's not really all that big a deal. Now his first strong attack is going to be kind of weird because it is a belt beam attack and it has a 1500 length, not 2500, so it's not a regular really good beam, right? Second strong attack is actually going to be a 960 AoE distant circular AoE, which is just standard good second strong attack, and then his third strong attack standard full screen. So his second strong attack and third strong attack are the same as someone like Daddy Ichigo or Noel, where it's just like that big circular AoE, just very, very, very good strong attacks. Just that first strong attack, not as good as a 3000 length beam, but still 1500 length beam is not shabby. I'll take that over a lunge any day of the week. Next, we do have Salaporo. Does have Havoc 20%, Debilitator plus 2 seconds, Strong Attack Recharge minus 12%. He does have a Soul Reaper Killer, Revive mechanic on his special move, and he does deal poison damage. Now, the fact that he got Havoc is really good because his second strong attack, his third strong attack isn't actually a standard full screen, which I'll get into in a bit. First strong attack, standard 3000 length beam, good. Second strong attack is a Crawling Vortex. I don't particularly like crawling vortexes. However, with Havoc 20%, I think that it actually does suit him as a character. And his third strong attack is a 1080 radius full screen standard third strong attack. Keep in mind that without Havoc 20% is only a 900 radius, but the fact that he got Havoc actually saved this character. I feel like without Havoc, this character fell off immediately as soon as he arrived. But that being said, I think that he still is probably one of my favorite designed characters in the game because he literally looks like just something like, he literally just looks like a creature that Salaporo aspires to be. So I think that they did a good job on that. Next, we have Aaron Yero, very, very good character. Debilitator plus 5 seconds, Frenzy, Strong Attack Recharge, Soul Reaper Killer, weakening on all of his attacks, heal mechanic, healing on his special move, which is actually kind of interesting as well. I actually like that because it kept him from getting to use his special moves in content like Senkaimon. And then his first strong attack, 2500 length beam. Second strong attack is going to be the drag in vortex. It's going to pull you in and explode you like a shockwave. So if you're familiar with characters like Christmas Soifon or Momo or this Rukia, you should be relatively familiar with this. Unfortunately, he did not get Havoc 20%, and that's what really holds it. That's really all that holds him back. He does have a full screen standard third strong attack, so overall, very, very good kit. He deals massive damage to bosses. First strong attack, 2500 length beam, and standard full screen third. Nothing to really scoff at there. Kenny, honestly, he's a pretty good auto character, but for the most part, you're only going to be using him for the inheritance zones only speed link slot potion skill. Going into Sennosuke, he is actually probably one of the better healers in the entire game, and he does have the barriers on his second strong attack. My only issue with him is that he's literally just a meme, and unless you have this character max transcended, in harder content in the game, I think that he really falls off, unless he has killer in content like IZ or Ultra IT. You see here, we have Berserker 40%, Havoc 20%, Guard Break, Medic, and Devastation 60%. So he hits hard, and he also has Frenzy, of course. Now, I don't think he has any, he doesn't have any innate skills, but going into his first strong attack, he has the 40% magnification, range collision for strong attack. Not a bad strong attack. I feel like this strong attack actually holds up in harder content more so than easier content. If you're killing the enemies in one shot, I think that this first strong attack falls off incredibly quickly. But since K-Lab's been coming out with more characters that have a lot of HP, this first strong attack hits incredibly hard because each of these hits actually hit about as hard as a normal lunge attack would, except it also can potentially hit multiple times over and over and over again. Very, very good first strong attack, and it'll drag the enemy across the map. Very, very good for content like Senkaimon. Second strong attack is going to be the same as Tokinata or Bankai Ikones, where it's going to be a Vortex Dragon into a pushback Crawling Vortex style attack. Not really too bad, not too shabby. I'll take that over a standard barrier boost any day of the week. The barrier AoE that's like 610 radius, it's garbage. And then the full screen third strong attack, just a standard good character. His only real issue is that since he didn't get any status elements, he kind of fell off on arrival, but if you actually have this character with a lot of dupes, I think he's worth working on if you actually enjoy the playstyle. Next, Shunsui, very good character. I think that his issue is just his killer. He has no affiliation killer, but aside from that, he's still a very good character. Lacerate on everything, Berserker 20%, Havoc 20%, Frenzy, Debilitator plus 2 seconds, plus the damage to lacerated enemies plus 40% to go along with the Devastation 40. This character's nuke actually hits incredibly hard, and if you T15 him and go for damage to lacerated enemies plus 80%, his special move is going to hit like a truck, and then on top of that, if you are able to hit with that second strong attack and hit the lacerate off, you're going to be dealing a lot of damage. Now, going into his kit, he has a standard lunge for strong attack. His third strong attack is actually going to be the 1170 AoE distant third strong attack. Has a bit of back range and just very good third strong attack. Second strong attack is actually going to be the same as Dark Rukia or Bankai Shuhei's, where it does hold you in place for a bit, same as the new Shinji. Very good good kit in my opinion. Like I said, his only issue is just his killer. Aside from that, I think he's actually pretty damn good. We already talked about the individual banners that are coming out for the Jackie and the Yukio. The only one that I really want to talk about here for the most part is Jackie's individual. Jackie is going to be one of those characters that just hits incredibly hard, and she's also has slow on her attacks, and I think she also has Shackler on her soul tree. Yeah, Shackler on her soul tree. She's actually quite an interesting character. I wouldn't really say that she's worth summoning for in particular, but if you like her, I think that she's actually still pretty damn good. Next, Nemu. I do think that she's still top 4 tech characters in the entire game. She does have a Hollow Killer, Technique, Attribute, Soul Reaper, Strong Attack, Damage plus 20% to go along with the Berserker 20%, and like I said, this calculates separately, so it multiplies into each other very well. Havoc 20%, Frenzy, Debilitator plus 5 seconds, Paralysis on everything, and she does have Disabler against Speed Hollows, which is really good for Ultra IT when she gets her Killer. If she gets Killer and she's allowed to paralyze the enemies, assuming that they don't cuck her again, she goes off. She's one of the best characters in the game for IT, bar none. 3000 length beam, 960 AoE second strong attack, and then her third strong attack is the AoE distant that 5th anniversary Ichigo got. Really good on a range character because you want to stay away from them anyways, so being able to charge that up and deal massive damage with the Disabler, excellent character. I love this character. Next, Fierce Battle Nell, mainly good for guild quests. I don't want to talk too much about her. She's just a guild quest slut. She got the Flurry, she got the Bruiser 50%, Tech Nad or Ronkar damage plus 20%, which gets calculated separately, like the Nemu that we just talked about. And then on top of that, she also gets 30% damage in guild quests for melee damage, which gets calculated separately. So overall, this character hits like a truck. At 105, this character will perform better than some max transcendent SP based units. No, and I'm not even joking about that. She's that damn good. Now going into the individuals, you'll see here that you actually have some garbage in here. So Yoruichi for a spot a week guild quest, don't really want to talk about her too much. Makoto, he's overall an okay character, but there's just better options at this point. Redux Toshiro, this character is literally a Chronicle Quest bonus character. He's not a bad character either for like stuff like guild quest, but mainly Chronicle Quest bonus is going to be his bread and butter. Overall, Shinji individual, 1 out of 10 banner, individual banner, but I mean he's so damn good. Going into the individual for Kisuke, literally just premium pull. Caleb is literally just beating it down, bro, beating it down. Now Ginzuru used to be one of the best like tech characters in the game. Unfortunately, I feel like he's fallen off because like Caleb decided this year is going to be the year of the tech characters. We've got Nemu, Kusaka, our book Ichigo. There's just very good tech characters along the way. And then Kenpachi, still a pretty good character. I believe, I'm like 90% sure he's a Chronicle Quest bonus character. I'm 100% sure he's a Chronicle Quest bonus character. So honestly, this individual might be worth going into just because I do think that Kisuke is probably going to be the best power unit in the entire game. The first strong attack, doo-doo, but that second strong attack is just so insane. Like, if you played with 5th anniversary Byakuya or 5th anniversary Aizen, you understand how strong that second strong attack is. And yeah, I do think that he's better. He's the best power unit in the game in terms of clearing content. However, keep in mind that this character does not have Marauder or Sharpshooter, so Bruno and 5th anniversary Ichigo are definitely going to be more flexible. Same thing with Ryuken. I always forget about Ryuken because he does have Nullify range resistance, but overall Kisuke, wherever he can actually deal damage, he will destroy everything. So like content like IT, this character is very self-sufficient as well with his recover 20% stamina. excellent character. I literally am actually quite impressed with this banner. I knew we were gonna get a really strong banner. Didn't expect Caleb to be turning up the power creep. As I've been talking about, like I've been craving for my Beyond Bankai Gin. I still have a end of the month November deadline for him, but I'm surprised to see that Caleb is coming out with these meta characters starting from Halloween, as opposed to the end of the month November where they normally do that. For those that don't remember, end of the month November brought us Tokinata, Masaki, Power Aizen, Hyzen, the Tech One Flyzen, TLA Soy Fun. There's so many great characters that come out during that time. Mind Shinji, the old Mind Shinji that's being resurrected soon. That's going to be amazing, just because like he's still a great character to this day. I'm super excited to see the future of the characters that Caleb comes out with, and I'm interested to see exactly what kind of quality of life upgrades we're going to be getting. But I'm going to leave it at that. Guys, grind. I'll catch up with you. Stay blessed. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope this video helps you make an informed decision on whether or not you want to actually summon on this banner. Personally, I'm going to do 5 steps just because I don't want to spend too much money on BBS, and orbs are expensive. But yeah, and I want to wait for Gin. So stay blessed, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.